I don't know. I don't know when this thing's gonna start, so I'm just gonna record.
I'm recording right now.
Alright.
I got the questions in a Google Doc.
Oh, I got the questions too. I pulled them up in notes.
I don't have the
Alright,
questions.
I'm here.
I'm not
Nice.
prepared.
My
for
questions are
this.
cooler anyway.
Alright,
I
so
think
let's
it was
introduce
just-
ourselves. Who wants to start?
All right, let's hit the road like I hit my child.
That's funny.
So, let's introduce
alright,
ourselves.
let's-
I guess I'll just start. I'm Kyram, whatever.
Kyram, I am officially dubbing you Kyram.
Good enough.
Kyrium. I think
What's
that's
your
the
name?
way that I would pronounce it.
Kyram.
And
We
You
only
guys
have
are?
one audience member. No one cares. Really went downhill after the armor.
Yeah, we needed
Yeah.
armor for the clout.
Yeah.
I
No.
am Sin. I am Sin.
That's been
Zach.
recorded.
Why, hello there, Sin. Otherwise known
Hi,
as
how you doing?
cynical, or cynically insane, I believe, correct?
Yes,
He sins.
that is I.
Haha.
Actually, it's cynically one and sane, but you know what?
I can't
That's
believe I
fine.
remembered that.
That's such a cool username.
Thanks.
It really is.
So I made it myself.
Did you make it when you're 4?
Made it when I was. Shut up! We're not supposed to talk about it.
I got a
hit
secret for
a
you guys.
nerd, didn't I?
I made Kyram when I was 13 years old.
I made
Did
this
you base it
name
off the
like
Pokemon
a year
or
ago.
what?
Pokemon.
I made it because I literally could not spell Kyram.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, it sticks. It sticks. It works.
Yeah, it does.
What's the 13 part?
I was 13 years old.
Oh my god.
Wow. So cool.
Alright, let's
We only have
let's
one.
get on.
We only have one
Yeah.
audience member. This is so sad. This is really.
Bro, I think we're gonna have to bring out the last resort. We have to peanut everyone. It's the only option.
Everyone can
Oh,
talk.
yeah.
That armor, get in now.
Audience Pong. We should make another role called Audience Pong, where we just pong the audience.
Oh my
Or
god.
we already have the, or not RC Pong,
We have a...
podcast Pong, right?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, we do.
I put
made that
up in
also- we made
announcements,
that role. I mean, I
Let's
didn't.
ping everybody.
Everyone,
actually
get here.
just-
Oh, don't.
Quickly pong
Too late.
everybody.
It's already in motion.
The ball has been set.
I've done it.
Alright, hopefully that works.
I've done it.
It has been
The
achieved.
deed has been done.
We've peened them twice. They should at least know that this is happening.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be kind of
can-
funny if I also peened them for 3 times?
Oh, you'd be muted.
You're going back to the
Alright.
kettle.
Alright, let's get on track here. We've got Canadian
Okay.
and
No.
Scorpion joining us.
Never guess where I come from.
let me
Yeah, I
Same.
I have another set of questions, and if we run out of questions, we ask our one audience member. I'm sure he'll come up with
All right.
some cool questions. Probably not. But you never know. Alright, I guess we should start this. Because it's been like almost
Question
15 minutes.
1.
No, I get to ask the questions. Alright, question 1. How do you feel about YouTuber monsters? Should only Monster Legends YouTubers get them? I asked this
cringe.
because there's been a lot of negativity over YouTuber monsters, and I guess that makes sense. People don't like product placement.
I
I
want
mean,
to
I guess you could call it product placement. Yeah, you can start. You can start.
Okay. So I remember when we had monsters like Armor Claw. That's one that comes to mind. He's basically meta right now. Everyone appreciates him. He was free to play. Everyone basically got him if they were playing at that time. Now, if we're looking to leak, we're getting Teddy VR, Moochie, all these other YouTubers, and we're all asking, why are they doing this?
Moochie was a YouTuber?
Which was a YouTuber? What?
Yeah, Moochie's a YouTuber.
Like, what?
I know.
Oh no.
There's no
What kind of YouTuber
way.
What kind of YouTuber looks like that?
No,
That's
It
crazy.
doesn't say anything on the wiki. Oh, I wonder what
That's
YouTuber
okay,
Josh.
I gotta see
I wonder what YouTuber Josh Dub is. Oh.
Ooh.
But yeah, I feel like it just depends on the community's outlook of the monster and how it's obtained. Like, we take Teddy VR, people are complaining about him because he deals damage to allies. And basically take Moochie, no one knows that he was a YouTuber, only a select few. So, it's really either or. I mean, I'm fine with it. It's a new monster into the game that people get to test out.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't mind YouTuber monsters, honestly, as long as it's a YouTuber that I like. And I feel like that's an issue with a lot of the community, is that, like, they add YouTubers that, one, aren't very popular anymore, they've fallen off the mainstream, and two, not a lot of people like. And with YouTuber monsters, it's always going to be a hit or miss, because there's always going to be a part of the community that likes the YouTuber and likes that they get a monster, and there's going to be a part of the community that hates this YouTuber and complains about it. So it's honestly just a hit or miss, except if your name is Morgs.
Oh. Okay, I also forgot to mention Thanos. If I may continue, Thanos' like legendary line, they are garbage. ML just didn't understand how to use them properly. Then we take Vanos 29 or 2099, and Jesus, we had him leaked like months ago, I think. And then now that we have him, the only way to obtain him was $39.99 purchase or $49.99 purchase, where you get the pass, rank 3, and everyone only noticed him for being a monster with Pierce and his cosmic, and its stats are just insane.
Yeah.
Wasn't Vanos 29
Yeah.
the only strictly pay to win YouTuber monster that we got so far?
I believe so, yeah.
Where you could only
Not sure.
get
I
him if
can't
you
remember. Like the first ones.
I think so. Brutalizer's not a YouTuber, right? No.
think so.
I don't think.
I swear,
Again, what kind of YouTuber looks like that?
I think Brutalizer
I think he- I
is
think
a
he's the-
Slaughterhouse reference. I swear.
Maybe.
She's in Canadian.
I can actually see that.
I don't know.
Go back and go back on your point about some YouTuber monsters being people that fell off. I don't think Joshua's famous, like 5 million subscribers. That's not something to scoff at. I wouldn't say they're irrelevant. I would say they're I don't know what.
Sorry, go ahead.
I guess it just depends on who enjoys them and who doesn't. I guess. I just wouldn't say they're falling off.
Yeah, what I meant to
They're really
say,
stuck.
what I was saying, like who I was referring to is monsters like Guava Juice or like popular MMOs who got monsters like way back.
Yeah.
But like Josh Dub, he's not very. I don't see him a lot. Like I don't see him a lot on YouTube. Like I see his clips on Instagram. It's like he is really funny. Like I enjoy his stuff. But I don't think I've ever gotten him recommended. Like the only reason I found out about him was because of the monster. So.
Same.
Yeah, he's not really someone that I would, like he's not really that mainstream, in my opinion, in my own personal experience. I don't know if you guys have different experiences, but I don't know.
So to go to the second part of this question, should only Monster Legends YouTubers get their own monsters? Should the people that dedicate their channel to Monster Legends get their own?
I feel like it's gonna. Yeah, I feel like that you want them to get monsters, but then yet again, they're probably gonna get burnt out sometime. So you want them to do variety. I feel like if you go strictly Monster Legends, like Armor Gaming, and then you go like variety, so like Monster Legends, other mobile games, PC games, whatever, I feel like that it should be kind of justified.
Yeah, and like I don't feel like it would be necessary to have YouTuber monsters be strictly Monster Legends, but I feel like Monster Legends YouTubers should have priority over the other YouTubers, seeing as they are the biggest pushers of their channel on a regular basis. Guys like Monster Legends only just recently, or not Monster Legends, Armor
Monster
Gaming
Gaming?
only just recently got his monster. No, Armor Gaming. Only recently just got a monster. And I feel like he should have gotten it a lot sooner.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Okay.
Definitely.
He only got his monster during the first, the first, I don't know what you call it, like, the
sixth
first
season?
First batch.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, when he should have gotten it when legendaries were still a thing, because he's been playing for years and years and still no monster until 2020, where he gets a mythic monster with broken stats at the time.
yeah, he definitely should have gotten it a lot sooner. He's been plugging away for a while. And I do think that like Monster Legends YouTubers should definitely have some sort of urgency in regards to making monsters for them.
Oh man, gotta feel bad for
There's
our
not, there's not very,
like armor gets.
there's not very many.
Sorry, you go.
Yeah, there's not very many popular Monster Legends YouTubers because Monster Legends isn't like a crazy big game. There's only two I can think off the top of my head, and that's Armor and then Tutran, which I'm not sure people want as a monster. But other than that, I'm probably gonna run out of Monster Legends YouTubers to actually use as monsters. So
We got a Migbo before Armor, and that's saying something. And a YouTuber compared to an English-speaking YouTuber that mainly plays ML. Meanwhile, a Migbo kind of like he still makes reviews and such, but he's now going on to like other games.
Which is why you should subscribe to our individual channels, so that we can, get our own monsters and we can have an influx of Monster Legends monsters from the Monster Legends community. So yeah, you should just subscribe to our individual channels,
MLCW Monster 1.
no,
No need this.
we need to push for the council.
Oh my
I'm gonna push our channels real quick.
No,
it would be so
plug.
nice
No plug.
if they
Big
did
plug.
it lad where like the community gets to make another monster.
I like that a lot. I would like
Yeah,
that at some point.
It was really good, and then we got a really good monster out of that, and I'm just surprised that they haven't done it again.
I'm convinced Fox was lurking when we were making Platinum because like Atrox came out like a couple days afterwards.
Same.
That was so. Oh god, I thought we were onto something. Guys.
Like it just can't be a coincidence, can it?
It's definitely not. No, I'm. Let's ping Fox right now. I'm kidding.
He quit. He's gone.
He's gone. Reduce
He's
your hours.
left.
I'm just waiting for the council to
Alright,
actually
so
become
our-
a monster now.
Yeah.
That should be aesthetic. Should be such a sick concept for a monster.
Yeah. We'll talk about that
so-
in a later podcast, maybe. We can talk about that later.
Probably not. We probably forget.
It may be.
Anyway, should we move on to the next question?
Yep,
Do you have
next
anything
question.
else to say about YouTuber monsters?
I think I'm
Alright.
pretty much good.
Very,
Yeah, next
very
question.
cool. Alright, next question. What advice would you give someone who's trying to learn the Monster Legends meta / apply for the ranking council?
Alright.
You
feel
should
like-
go to the Monster Legends competitive wiki and read all of that. All
Oh,
of it.
we could just
Read all of it.
Every
Study
single
like there's a
article.
test. Because there is.
I feel like if new to get into the game, I was gonna say stats and skills, but now that Cosmics have such insane stats with like high power, high life, high speed, it's gonna be kind of confusing. But
But the,
You just-
the meta?
yeah, the meta, like, you just gotta understand like the monster by the way skills are formed. Like, take Hardy. He uses very heavy hitting skills and status or effects like vulnerable, or curse, shock, whatever. He's just a really strong attacker. Then we take Blackfeather. His main way to deny you is by using Possess and Total Blind at the same time.
Yeah,
And even if-
yeah.
Cool.
I would tell somebody to try to first, if you're going to get into the meta, at least first try to learn the elemental wheel, because you're gonna know what's your advantages and what's good to bring to what battle.
That's a good start. It's a good starting point.
Definitely. And like just read. That's how I started playing 6 months ago. 6 months ago I did not know anything about the game. Now I'm like top 500, breaking into top 500. I just read. I read. I go into into the wiki and just read.
Just flex.
Yeah, just subtle flex.
I really gotta climb.
Yeah, it really did push, huh? Yeah. No, but like just read. Look at monsters. Look at how they would interact with each other. Like just read.
Oh, also learn roles. You need to know what monster does what, so you're not slapping strength runes onto your deniers and crap like that.
Stamina rune on tiny.
Yeah.
So bad.
When
That's another thing. You're also going to have to learn about runes and relics. What runes are good and what relics are good. What you should be using. There's a lot of stuff to the battle system in ML.
Like,
And please,
if you're
for the
gonna
love
start,
of God. Please, for the love of God, learn your runes.
whoever paid the most wins.
You were
Okay.
saying Scorpion. You were gonna say something.
if
I
you're gonna
joke.
start out with relics, you gotta understand like what relics are specifically currently in the meta. So essence, obviously Uriel's essence, because there's no other relic that will revive you, right? Then you take laser beam's sword, then Vanos' shield, increase your power stat to insane levels. You just understand how good a relic combination can be. If you have high stamina, like with Kodama, you're gonna want to use Supercharged Amulet, for example.
Or Taney's amulet for stamina recharging. It's a possibility too.
Tiny's amulet. Yes.
Hmm.
Tiny's amulet. It's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but please, for the love of God, do not put strength on your Undana, or I will come for you. I will find you, and I will destroy your team.
Time to put strength on my
Strength on
Cyanus.
the-
Hell yeah.
That's how you know you're good.
Tell you
So is that-
you're just equal.
Is that the advice you'd give to just read?
Just read.
I'd say to
Look at monsters. Just look at how they work.
debate / yell at people until
Oh, yes. Interacting with
you're-
people is also another.
and then
important
Oh yeah, you're right.
do you mean yelling at them?
That's definitely correct. Yeah, no,
They
hop onto the
respect
server. Hop onto the server. We have some very interesting conversations. So, yeah, feel free to do that. I learned a lot from just hopping on here. So, yeah. All right, next question.
Question? Alright. Here's a spicy one. What's better for debates? The wiki or the Discord server?
Discord.
Oh. I feel like Discord. Discord is like, it just has a easier layout, and you'll get like faster responses, in my opinion.
Yeah, that was my main.
I think
Yeah,
the best
Quick responses.
Yeah.
the best thing about Discord is you have to think. When you're arguing with someone, you have to think on your feet. You can't just take like an hour to respond, look at the entirety of the page, and then respond, and you win. You have to really know your stuff when you're debating on the Discord. If you
There's-
say something wrong, you'll just get emoted
Annihilated.
until you die. And then you'll
Okay,
never
guys,
be able
we're
to
not
show your
that mean.
face on the
We're
server
not that
again.
mean. That was a joke.
No, it's not a joke. It's reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, I this is an interesting question. It's a really interesting question because, like you said, on the wiki, you can take as long as you want to respond. You don't have to respond on the spot, but that also allows for you to have a chance to go and look at monster pages and read more about the monster and figure out different points. So I feel like it's more of a learning experience on the wiki as opposed to show off your stuff on the Discord, because the Discord is like on the spot. You got to know your stuff before you can debate effectively. It's a different playing field, in my opinion. It's interesting.
Yeah, I definitely don't use the wiki as much as I use the Discord, probably because I can't use the wiki from my phone. And just checking the Discord, like I can just pick up my phone, check the Discord, close it, check the Discord again because I have nothing else to do, and then just see what everyone's saying, then just head out. On the wiki though, I kind of have to like get out I have to like be dedicated, actually get out my Chromebook, and like Chromebook and just type in Monster Legends competitive wiki, and then I'm here, and then I'll realize that there's not much to do other than showcase the rankings and somewhat debating. There's not too much you can make a blog post. That's something you can do, but no one really cares about making blog posts. They're not very interesting, and besides, you make a blog post and you get like one comment. So it's not
Except if your name is Kyram and you make the most important blog post on the wiki.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you might as well just make these in the Discord anyway.
Yeah, it's definitely different. It's definitely a different feel. I like the Discord more just because like I know my stuff and I know that I can hold my own in debates. But if you're new, I would suggest going on the Discord the wiki, and doing some debates there. It'll give you a lot more of a learning experience than jumping into the deep end right away.
I'm gonna post this.
I mean, the good thing about the Discord,
but this is like the only spot on the wiki I'm ever actually on. Most of the time.
Yeah, unless we're posting comments for the ranking council.
I mean, the good thing about the wiki is that that's a good way to go to the Discord. Is right there.
Yeah.
It's actually how that's how I found the server. I was in school, and because I already did my work, because I'm that cool, I just decided to look up iMigbo, because I was like, oh, he's very cool. How can I learn more? And I'm here now. Very cool story, I know.
Interesting. Yeah. Thank you for that.
Cool.
How are you
so very
creative?
And the drowned and the big damage. Yes. Cool afro.
Cool.
Yo, I
yellow
like
hair.
how he has the ability to trait disable. Ooh.
I like his glasses. That's the only reason I use him, is because he has cool glasses.
Honestly, if he was a medic, he'd be really nice.
Yeah.
Or I guess now a
Speaking of a
cosmic.
why was it so easy? Like, you just get his shells, you just do a 72-hour progressive, and that's it. They just made him feel really obtainable, and I like that.
Yeah, especially since they were dropping out of the meta.
And they just do like progressive full mazes. Oh, I messed up.
I miss
Yeah,
the 70-hour challenges. I miss those.
Me too, man.
So good.
honestly, they're the only way I was able to raise my gold production.
You gave me monsters I'll never use, and that's very cool.
Thanks, SP.
At least
very
you'll have
cool.
your books.
In ML general,
That's true.
Don't get S to big ego energy.
Yes.
Level 29 Warm Lad.
Can we get a Papaga?
I've been looking at general. I haven't been looking at general
Which
chat. I've been looking at
one?
podcast chat.
Perfect.
I've been looking at podcast chat. Sin you
God.
bastard, me got questions. What the fuck, Moochie YouTuber? What do you think of newer ways of getting? I am so sorry, I have not been reading general chat.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, Helium.
Bully me from 2 months.
So, what are y'all talking about?
We're just answering questions.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So, Canadian,
basically.
next one.
Next question. We're already at the fourth one, so we're definitely gonna have to take some questions from the audience. If you could change one thing about Monster Legends, what would it be?
Pay to win.
Pay to win.
That's like the whole structure. How would you change that though? How would you make
Delete
the game?
restart. Fresh slate.
I have that as the next question, so please be patient.
Let me think about it.
It's a pretty hard question, right?
Can we like change something before like a company standpoint?
Well, you would have to buy the company from Take-Two to change anything.
I would not let P get bought by Take-Two. Oh.
That's a great question. I don't know if there's anything that I would change besides like the huge skill discrepancy between, well, not skill, but like power discrepancy between heavily pay to win and not pay to win. But like that's just like
to EA.
Oh my god,
that's
if
even
Monster
worse.
Legends was by EA, we would have already been above Cosmics. Okay, we would already have been to God.
The game
oh,
would
you know
have
one thing I would change? You know one thing I would change?
What?
Rune
What
slots,
would
locked
you
rune
change?
slots. That shit
Oh
out of my
God,
game.
that makes it's so annoying for no reason.
For no
I mean, at
reason
least I
besides,
made
hey,
out-
spend gems.
At least they made relics. You can just take them off with golds at any time.
Yeah.
Which is
That's
very
fair, but,
cool.
like the locked rune slots are horrible. Oh my god.
Yeah,
they-
or
they
like
don't-
not even make them cost gems, just make them cost like gold, like they did with the first. Like I remember when Corral released, they decided to do like the whole rune swap, rune swap, and then remove slots for gold. It was very simple and nice, and that was when SX runes were released.
Yeah. I'd prefer that. Even if it's like, oh, spend 100 million gold to unlock this rune slot. Like, okay, that's fine.
I got that.
Like,
Yes.
I can get it back.
We'll do that.
Don't do that. It's too expensive. But like,
And no, I
No.
won't do that.
yeah, honestly, like, there's not a lot that I would change though. PvP system's a bit weird. They gotta
Perfect
refine it a little
game.
bit, but, you know,
Are we talking about this one or like the previous PvP system?
this one. It
Like,
feels weird. It feels weird. Like, I get why it's more balanced, but like, it feels really weird. I don't know. Like, sometimes I'll go up against like level 150s while I'm in champion 2 at the beginning of the league, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine.
okay. Can I say this? I got attacked by the legendary leader in Champion 1. No joke. No joke. I have the screenshot. It's in the server somewhere. And it's the saddest thing ever. He crushed me, and I was, oh, I wonder why. I wonder why he crushed me.
Legit,
Freaking
SB's what can I do? SB's excuse for why everyone was having a difficult time is because we needed to sort out our rankings.
That's a dead game. That's why.
Yeah, it's only us. It's only 2 players.
I mean, the PvP thing is pretty broken because, like, half the time, or like 80% of the time, I'm fighting people that I shouldn't be fighting. I'm getting, like, people with level 110, 100 monsters, and I rarely fight, like, 150 or the opponents I'm actually supposed to be fighting. I never fight them.
Fair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
that
true.
makes it for really easy trophy climbing.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't, because the higher you go, you only get 2 or 3 trophies per those bases. And if you're high enough,
Ooh.
you get attacked for like 30 or minus 25 trophies, so it's not an easy push.
Yikes.
Sad push.
Yeah, you're
Two
talking
Mentioning a
trophies
bit
per
alpha
battle.
there.
Thinking the tournament monsters are really like, insanely easy. Most players at least have a mix down.
I'm sorry, Scorpion.
Your
you're
mic
starting
was
to
a bit
turn
weird.
into-
You want to say that again?
Oh my god. Hold on.
Yeah, you're turning into a robot.
Yeah.
And what's that
2
question?
trophies per battle. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
hard to
didn't
push.
think it was that low.
When I
Yeah,
lost
like,
to the legendary.
it makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense, but at the same time it's frustrating because I tried going for Legendary Leader earlier in the season, and it was hard because, well, first of all, the top teams like Hounds of Justice and Left Hand of God, they would bombard anybody that would try and take away legendary leader from their teammate or whatever. Like, I got attacked by Left Hand of God like 8 times in a row, and it was so impossible to push that I just gave up. And plus, I wasn't getting any of the opponents I was supposed to be getting, where I would get like maybe 7 or 8 trophies so I could actually climb to legendary leader. I was getting these stupid bases that were like 2, 1, or 3 trophies. It was just such a fucking waste of time, so I just decided to quit it.
Yeah, they definitely do need to do something about that, because like it shouldn't be that hard to like if you're in that league, you should be getting matched against people that are your level, first of all.
Yeah.
And second of all, it shouldn't be that hard. Like, it needs to be more competitive. Like, that just takes away the competitive, and it I don't know. It takes away the competitive aspect, in my opinion. It's weird.
When the legendary leader attacked me, I lost 1 trophy.
That's a sign.
Yeah,
It's
it's almost never worth to go for a legendary leader if you're not somebody in those top teams, because you will almost never win, because they will just boost their teammate, bombard you, make you lose like 30 trophies per attack. It's just not worth it.
no offense to them, but wow, what a bunch of assholes.
Well, most of them cheat over there. Like, that dude Shinigami who won last season, he just got boosted by his teammates, and like the other people that are always contending for legendary leader, like Leaves of Laurel, they also boost her too, but she doesn't really do it that much. It's just a bunch of boosting, cheating, using your teammates to win. It's just a bunch of pathetic people.
That was pretty scummy.
Witch hunt.
We're not witch hunting anybody. Please don't go out of your way to harass.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, they do definitely need to rework the competitive system, especially in the higher leagues.
They just need to make it so like you just can't boost your teammates and like cheat and shit. It's just annoying.
Yeah, that's true.
And plus, they need to change the way you get matched up with people. It's so annoying when you fight these people that give you 3 or 2 trophies. It's just boring. It makes PvP so fucking boring.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a one shot all the time.
Yeah,
like, especially for you, because you're like top tier elite.
Yeah.
So like, it honestly, there's no challenge in that.
No, I rarely fight like the people I'm supposed to fight. If I do, I even win those because the AI is so awful.
Fair enough.
I only ever play
question?
PvP anymore for the prizes.
Yeah. Honestly, me too.
I'm trying to get back to Legendary 1, but I don't know.
The only reason I play PvP is because I'm in this trophy climbing competition with Pro. I don't know if he knows it, but I know it. I want to beat him.
It's not a
Pro and SK
competition.
are my 2 biggest rivals. I need to beat them.
So this is the last question. Then we'll take questions from. We'll take questions from the audience of 3 people. Anyway, so what would you add for a Monster Legends 2? What would you add?
Unlocked rune slots.
Monster
Okay,
Legends,
well,
the sequel.
I just realized this question is pretty similar to the first one. But instead of one thing, you can add multiple.
Unlocked rune slots and probably cheaper ways to rank up monsters and like, I don't know, just more free-to-play friendly stuff.
True.
Balance the meta.
Maybe
Make
like
every
an
monster
effect.
usable.
Just make the game more enjoyable for everyone, not just, the elites and people, the mega spenders. Just make it enjoyable for everyone.
Yeah, honestly, like this game isn't very free to play friendly. Like if you're free to play, unless you're like an exception, you're gonna be stuck in Champion 1 for a long time.
If you're free to
Champion
play,
1, you're not gonna break that.
Honestly, if you're free to play, you should, like, to be completely honest, move on to a different game. This game is completely pay to win. It is so pay to win heavy. It's almost impossible to compete as a free to play. You have to be like one of the top tier free to plays. Like, I don't know. There's not many of those left, but
The guy that I'm playing in the tournament, Laser Blaster, holy fuck, he's good.
Yeah, he's pretty good as a free-to-play. There's also one called Zizu. He's a very good free-to-play. He's pretty competitive too. But those are like 2 people out of I don't know how many play this game. So it's just ridiculous. The pay-to-win to free-to-play gap. It is like ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a pretty big, really big gap. It's like we talked about in the last podcast. Like it gets to a point where you're kind of forced to spend money on the game because like there gets to a point where you just plateau, and it's not fun.
Yeah, like before the Forsakens came out, I was like I said before in the last podcast, I was completely free-to-play, and then once the Forsakens came out, I just reached like a plateau where I just couldn't do anything anymore. Like I couldn't compete, I couldn't join any good teams, I just couldn't do anything. So then I started becoming, I guess is what you call a whale, and just started spending, and now I'm here. But it's
But at what cost?
It's really, really, really expensive. It is not cheap. This game is not cheap at all. Even the cheapest way to rank up, like the offers, it is still ridiculously expensive. And plus, I don't just spend on the offers, I spend on a lot of other things than just the offers in the game. It's such an expensive game to keep up with. But if you can afford it, you can afford it. I mean, it's no problem.
Yeah, by all means. Like if you can afford it, go.
That's the only reason why I'm spending is because I can afford it.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, like the only thing I'll really buy is like the Legends Pass. That's it.
Yeah, the Legends Pass
like,
is definitely like
all the other stuff is so expensive.
$20 for a rank 3 monster is insane, honestly.
Yeah, and you can buy the $50 one for 2 rank 3 monsters, and plus you get all the other stuff, and it's worth $50. That is definitely worth $50, but it depends on how good the exclusive pay to win, or not the exclusive Legends Pass monster like Vanos is.
I mean, I always have.
Oh my god, I hate him so much.
I always have Monster Legends money laying around, so it works out.
Yeah, I always have a couple $100 laying around.
Yeah, no, it definitely need, like if we were to hypothetically speaking make a Monster Legends 2, first of all, make it a lot more fun for free to play players because it's getting a little ridiculous at this point. And 2, I would say balance your shit from the beginning. Like we can't have this cosmic mythic shit going on like every 2 months.
Yes,
like balance your shit.
Make every monster usable in their own way.
Yeah.
Commons forever.
But
okay.
They
So
really
we start
made
with
the game.
legendary.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Sorry.
So we start with legendaries for forever, basically, and then now 2020 starts. I'm assuming Take-Two buys SP. Now we have mythics. Now it's been like a month since Cosmic's released, and Jesus, you will see a bunch of them.
Take-Two bought Social Point like what 2 or 3 years ago. I think it was after the Nemesis came out or before. That's why the game has gotten more pay to win since the Nemesis came out. I think. Wow. I'm not too sure when they bought Social Point, but I know it wasn't in 2020. It was a long time ago. But Take-Two is originally a greedy company. I mean, look at GTA and how that game is not free-to-play friendly either. Just look at how expensive the cars and properties and shit are. It's ridiculous, and yet they still make millions upon millions off of that game, despite it being 7 years old.
Yeah, and it's not even new. Like, I believe it was like the PS5 trailer, we got still GTA 5, not even GTA 6.
Wait, we're getting GTA 5 on the PS5? Oh.
Yeah. GTA 5 remastered.
Oh, hey, it's coming out for it too.
I don't think they showed that.
Is what coming out?
Skyrim, because Skyrim is on everything.
Oh, Skyrim. I don't know. The game is.
Play it in my microwave soon.
Yeah.
So that's all the questions I have.
Okay.
Alright.
The next consoles.
That's all the questions
Alright,
I
so I think it's time to take
Kinda-
questions from the audience.
Kind of burned through a lot of them.
Hand them over.
Yeah, let's see
We
what
went through
we
it
got
really
first.
quick. Your questions,
Someone
run
asked
over.
like 15 questions, like an hour.
Do you want to like answer a few of them if we scroll up?
Let's just scroll up real quick. Let's see what's going on. Sure.
It's at 4:12 p.m. by the way, or whatever time
Which-
zone it is.
Let's see.
What time do you want to end the podcast? Like
4:12 p.m.
10 minutes?
Should we
Hog-
mention
is
Daigle
it
or whatever
Big
his
Ego
name
Energies 15 seconds.
Ego.
Oh, that
I don't
monster looks really good. I like him.
Oh, yeah, I guess we can talk about him.
Oh, you have
basic-
Bombetta? Oh, you light also? It doesn't matter. Because the mechanics in this game allows me to hit you for weakness, even though we are the same element.
is? I mean, Arimel's the same way,
But,
so.
but what he has is that villain hater thing, and he can easily one-shot Bombeta. I mean,
Yes!
I
If
thought
Ariel
hater
can
monsters were gone.
one-shot Bombetta with full life, with just 2 strength runes, then Daigo will definitely destroy Bombetta. Daigo is basically the cosmic Argumel, except he's not going to replace my Argumel. Argumel is better.
Arimel will always be
This
your
is the
number one
first.
waifu.
I think this is
Even
this
though-
is the first.
Always my number one.
This is the first
waifu.
cosmic and this is the first mythic in general that has massive as a description for their
It's scary.
moves.
That's really
Which,
scary.
yeah, it's gonna be
No.
terrifying unless the power's like
Has
1.
that too.
We're also forgetting that Hardy,
Well,
Ignis,
unless you're talking about
Lubu,
just cosmics.
like, they're all
'Cause I'm pretty
villains.
sure like Kotor and others have like massive special damage moves.
But it doesn't say. Is it? I didn't think I saw any
Isn't
of that.
his
Isn't
isn't his
Massive
bloody
70?
consumption
Which
consumption
monster?
skill massive?
No, I thought that was very heavy. One sec.
I don't
I thought that was
remember it.
massive.
Could Massive be 75?
Kothor, bloody consumption. Doesn't on the wrong wiki. One sec. You guys keep on talking. I'll give you guys the answer in a bit.
So yeah, self villain hater plus extra turn. That looks nice.
Yeah, he's gonna be. I think he's gonna
Yeah,
be
but
nice. I think he looks like a very good attacker.
He does look
Massive,
like
I
a really good
believe, is
attacker.
either 65 or 70. Because blood consumption is 65 damage.
Yeah, it is.
Is that
It is
massive?
six-
And I swear it says massive.
It probably is.
It
I
does
wouldn't be
say
surprised. It does a lot of damage.
I'm looking at his info right now.
Even
Yeah.
though, like, it gives diagonal.
It doesn't say in the wiki. It just says 65. I have to go on Monster Legends, like the game, just to check.
Yeah, but
Oh yeah, oops, I meant water. I forgot that Kotor doesn't have special damage moves.
Yeah, he doesn't. Just water all day, every
Oh
day.
yeah, speaking of only one element, Daigo only has light element attacks. Offensively.
Yeah, but
yeah.
that's he can make up with that for the villain hater because I mean
Yeah.
to be honest, the only light monsters you'll be going against like right now in the meta is Lonrad and Bombetta, and they're both villain monsters,
Villains.
so he can make up for that with the weak type against those two.
Mhm.
But then Hardy, there's the issue because you're going to be getting an extra turn, so you might want to worry, like, oh no, is he going to one-shot me, or is he going to one-shot my allies?
No,
If-
Hardy
if
can't
he-
one shot.
If he doesn't, you're good. You're going to be able to kill him or his allies.
But Hardy is pretty. I don't know. He hits very hard.
He does.
His
I don't think
vulnerability
those-
is a lot more usable than I thought initially.
Yeah.
Vulnerable.
Yeah, he's not
Oh,
quite the bane of
yeah.
my existence, but he's tough to face.
Daigo can also kill Ignis, Heist, but nobody uses Heist. And then,
Use heist.
Looking at the villains right now. Yeah, Ignis is
There's
there.
villain one.
Brutalizer's there.
Wait,
Mostly
no.
Ignis.
Heist,
Or-
90% of the meta is freaking villains.
Heist isn't in villains.
He
Yeah,
is.
he is.
I don't see him in the book.
You checking the book right now?
Yeah, I am.
I'm checking the book too, and I don't see.
Yeah, no,
it
he's
might be on a
superheroes,
different
not
page.
villains.
Hold up.
He's in
Go
Evil
to the-
Legions.
Yeah, evil
Oh, if he's in
legions,
Evil
underworld,
Legions, that-
superheroes, not villains.
Why is he in Evil Legions and superheroes? That doesn't make any sense.
He's
the
an
C.
anti-hero.
Yo, a bit of books. Why is that last one not in the female book? Like when she first released,
Because
she
she's a
was-
dude.
She still is not.
She's a trap.
And why is why is Argumel not in the female book? And then why is Cybero not
The
in the
robot.
lead book?
Because
The robot.
they're dudes and Cyberl doesn't have wings.
Yes, she does.
No, she doesn't. She's not in the wings book.
We talk about how isn't Centurion in the Winter book?
Yeah,
Or, no,
that
it's the
makes
C
sense.
book. It's the C book.
That makes no sense.
I thought Centurion was
we-
in both.
Why is he
Oh yes, Centurion, my favorite fish.
a boat? He's so big. He'd just be a big boat.
My favorite underwater creature.
Fucking Santa Claus robot. Yeah.
We have
Alright.
Van Dyken.
Van dude.
Van Decken.
Bro, he's gonna deck you,
Bad
bro.
monster.
Watch out.
Got him.
Oh, he's Van Decken. He
Alright,
comes from Ireland.
No.
Alright.
Alright,
think-
so
I think
Any more
Daigo is gonna
questions?
be the exclusive Legends Pass monster.
Exclusive.
I really
Who's
hope
that?
that he's Quest or Frat, not Pass.
Because
it's so gross if he's paid to win.
the Teddy dude, he has an avatar, so he is a progressive.
My question is though, why is he leaked so early? If he's gonna be a progressive, it's only gonna happen in like a
Because
couple
they're gonna
weeks.
do the same thing what they did with like Jostub and Mr. Beast. They're gonna release him during the race. That progressive event,
Mm. Yeah.
like they did with Jostub.
Yikes.
Wait, what?
And
Teddy disappoints
Sorry.
me. In
they
every
did
sense of the
an
word.
event with Jostub where they released his progressive during the race.
Oh no. Oh.
I don't like
But
that.
they would have
I
mentioned
don't
that,
like
wouldn't
that
they?
at all.
No, because the race doesn't start till next week.
Oh. Oh my god.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not a fan of that. That's another thing that I would change in Monster Legends too. Don't pull that shit where you have like 3 things that require 400 gems each.
Yeah,
like,
that's why I don't
once.
participate in the El Colossal, even though I just want to get some legendaries, rank 5, just because I want to. But I can't because then the race is the next day and it's a bunch of bullshit. It's just a fucking cash grab to get outdated monsters.
Yeah, like I only really go for it if like it's a monster that I really need. And as of now, maybe Fusion. Maybe Fusion, she could be useful sometimes, but like, when am I ever gonna use her in PvP? Like really?
Yeah.
She
She
gets
could be
gets
useful
one
in
shot by
war, though.
everything. Like,
Oh?
she definitely is useful in war. She definitely is useful in war. I will say that. But like,
Actually,
I don't need to spend so many gems for a monster that I'm only gonna use in war.
Yeah.
I actually
it's-
really like the El Colossals. I like getting monsters that I'll have. I'm more of a collect. I'm
yeah,
pretty
me
hard
too.
collector, and I like having everything. So getting El Colossal is pretty nice, even if I don't have the gems to speed up, so I only get 2 every time.
The other
Makes me
thing I
sad.
don't agree with is the Forsaken Days. Like, how the fuck are we supposed to get souls? Like,
yeah, like we're
yeah,
10
but-
off. How are we supposed to get 25 cells if we're off by 10 souls?
Like,
SP.
we literally just got fucking 40 of them for buying the
Here,
$50 pass.
here.
Like,
Let me read them. You can also obtain Forsaken monsters from the Forsaken chest of the chest shop. Forsaken chest can be opened with gems or as Forsaken souls, which you can obtain from an offer.
So like, not
Funny.
even duels at this point.
so they're not.
No,
oh,
screw you.
they said the King Duels were gonna have the fucking Forsaken souls, but
Oh
the
my
King
God.
Duels are stupid because you're gonna be going against a bunch of fucking whales. So how are people supposed to get Forsaken souls when you're just gonna get obliterated by a bunch of fucking whales? I don't understand what they're doing with this Forsaken Days. Like, they need to replace the Nemesis Souls and the regular duels for the Forsaken Souls. Nobody wants.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Nobody wants Nemesis anymore. The only ones you would go for are Ruby and Sammy, and that's only for the Nemesis Survival Dungeon. That's the only reason why you would get them. The Nemesis Souls need to go, and need to be replaced by the Forsaken Souls. I'm tired of this pay-to-win bullshit, and I'm tired of them doing this all the fucking time. It is really starting to get on my last fucking nerves.
I entirely agree.
The mental breakdown.
You know what?
I entirely agree. I was on the brink of quitting a couple days ago.
I
Like,
For
can't
this exact
there's-
reason.
break, right?
There is so
I-
many days where I think about quitting because of how fucking pay-to-win this game is and how much money I'm wasting on this game because they can't realize that their player base, and they won't listen to their fucking player base, that they want the game to be more free to play, and it doesn't cost them anything to make it more free to play friendly for players to fucking enjoy the game, because you still have those whales that will still buy everything. I'm tired of it. Like, I'm wasting so much money on this game, and it's really starting to get on my nerves on how pay to win this game is. And they removed the offers as soon as people started buying them, and they removed them for a fucking bug when we all know they're probably gonna change the prices to be even more greedy. I'm just tired of it. I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm just tired of all this pay to win shit.
When I think
Yeah.
of ML, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think of meta. I don't think that's a term that you should use because SP just releases monsters constantly that will always outdo themselves. Take Diag. Yeah, take Diagonal. We just had an amazing Megaton monster. Oh, he has
There we
Bones
go.
Eater and a good AoE skill? Oh man, that'd be a shame if I have a rank 3 tank. Just, they gotta figure out how to keep monsters still in the game.
The thing is, it's really difficult with this type of game because in order to make monsters last in the meta for a long time, they'd have to be very similar to each other, and that would just make for a really boring game, right? So, I don't know. I feel like they're in a very difficult position, but at the same time, not a fan of the pay-to-win garbage.
I was happy with the mythics because I was happy to finally changing something up, because I was tired of seeing the same fucking legendaries over and over and over again, fighting the same legendaries all the time. The Grakons, the Wormlads, the Thalassas, the Ragnaroks, the Centurions. I was tired of it, so I was finally happy that something was changing with the mythics, but then the cosmics were just like, they were almost like a slap in the face. They were just so not needed. I don't understand why they were here.
Yeah, I don't understand either. Like we said this in the last podcast as well, but like the main purpose of the cosmetics, like we all know, it's to finally kill off legendaries, and I don't get why they would need to do that, because when mythics came out, it was the most balanced I've seen the game in a long time.
Yeah,
The most balanced I've seen the game. Even with monsters like Wormlad or Grakon, other teams were thriving. Like you would see Grakon and Wormlad a lot, but like there were some monsters that were thriving. Not a lot of monsters were out of the meta. Like, it was the most balanced I've seen the game.
yeah, you could still use like legendaries. You could still use most of the meta legendaries that were meta in the legendary era, in the mythic era. You just pair them up with a good mythic, and you could use it. Use the legendaries for. You can come up with a good legendary team to beat the mythics. It was just I don't know. I like what the mythics did. They didn't completely kill off the legendaries, because you could still use the meta ones, but the cosmics, it just shows the greed and the way that Social Point wants to push the game into.
Yeah, I don't get why they felt the need to just totally kill off legendaries. Like, everybody's happy with the legendaries. I don't get it. Because like when the mythics were introduced, the meta shifted completely. That's what they wanted to do when they got rid of legends. They wanted to shift the meta so that not the same 3 monsters were being used again, and that's what happened. So I don't understand why they had to take it a step further. It's just not something that I can wrap my head around, I guess.
I think the very nature of this game calls for bigger and better things, because that's the only way people will pay. You know, some people propose that instead of making new monsters, we buff and nerf them. And who would pay for? There's no new monsters. There's no cool thing to look at. So who would pay for that?
We
No,
take
So just the way the game is designed, the way the game is designed inherently encourages spending, which is such a big problem.
That's true. At the end
And that's
of the day,
the way it's
they're
always
not
going to
cheap.
be. They're never going to fix it because they can't fix. That's the game. Game is money.
See, we take
That's
Slugozoid, a free-to-play monster, who was gonna have 100% at least damage drain, but no, we're gonna make it single so that you don't have the capability to make your enemies not use stamina. And
General thesis better than Slugozoid. Finally,
Literally,
It
everything
is-
is better than Slugozoid.
I say that jokingly, but it's not.
First child.
They need to add better free-to-play monsters too. Like Thunder Kong and Slugozoid are fucking disasters. Those are
So
disasters
bad.
of monsters.
So
Like, I
Thunder
just
Kong
don't
is so
understand.
bad. It makes me sad. I mean,
Yeah,
I guess
Slugozoid
Bombita is.
especially.
Yeah,
Good
Bombetta
play.
is a good, somewhat free-to-play monster, but it would take you like a ridiculous amount of gems to get a rank 3 Bombetta in the breeding event, and you would need like at least, I don't know, like over 15 people to buy, or even more, in the frat event to even get close to a rank 3 Bombetta. So I guess it was somewhat free to play, and plus they removed the maze that they did with the frat monsters, which was a stupid move in my opinion.
oh yeah, actually I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that they removed the mazes. Like with Muchi, we had it, but now we just didn't. It's only now breeding event or pay money.
Yeah. Yeah, the free to play monsters are not always, but they're kind of a letdown sometimes. Like, I mean, you had Moonhaze, and Armor Claw, which are like decent now, but that's basically it. I mean, all the monsters that are good are like all pay to win.
Yeah, I feel like they did it way better in the Mythic, like base Mythic era. 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't think there was like one bad, like truly bad pass mod.
no, there was
Like, I can't recall like a bad pass mod.
I can't believe we
Moonhaze.
missed regular mythics.
There was Moonhaze,
There's
Tiny
Tiny.
Armor Claw.
Yeah,
Watt,
Tiny's probably the worst one.
although Watts was kind of meh.
Yeah, Tiny was probably the worst one, but it was still usable.
Yeah.
But I saw it,
Yeah, and
it gave me.
I forgot the other passes. Though Dr. Watts was
Mr. Beast.
a letdown, but he wasn't horrible by any means. Though he was still usable.
Yeah.
And then
He hit really fucking hard.
yeah, Mr. Beast was good.
Yeah, he hits hard.
And then
Mr. Beast is okay.
yeah, and then who was the free to play monster in the Tremor Pass?
Mr. Beast.
Yeah,
Should be-
I think
Oh,
it was
who-
Beast, yeah.
Who was the one in the on Dana Pass?
That
It
was.
was Moonhaze, I believe.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it was.
Wait. Donna.
I'm looking through.
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
they
give
were-
a-
Moonhaze is with Donna, yeah.
Graycom was in the free pass.
yeah. Well, that's the best one that there's been yet.
I mean, that was back when the
I'd
passes
say-
were still new and they only had one monster in them.
Oh,
I'd say,
oh,
I'd say Moonhaze is probably the second best pass monster there's been.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, like, the previous pass monsters haven't been bad. They haven't. And for whatever reason, they just keep pumping out really mediocre stuff in the Cosmic era. I feel like they want to discourage free-to-play.
Big Ignis, he's
They
just
look
a
really
really good
good.
free-to-play player. Monster.
Oh, I love my boy. Yeah,
like
could you
it.
call?
I like it.
Would you call races free to play? Because it definitely takes it takes money to get them rank 5,
I
but it doesn't
mean-
take much to get them elite to just get them.
Races, I wouldn't consider races completely pay to win because I have some people that don't spend it all, and they get rank 4 monsters for free. So, I mean, but then it requires so much for your other teammates to spend to get to 85 laps that, I don't know. You could consider them free to play for the person that isn't spending to get the rank 4 monster, but then you can consider it pay to win for the person that wants to spend on the race to help their team. So I don't know.
Like getting the base monster, it's definitely possible free to play. I've done it. My team has done it before. It's just a matter of ranking the monster and getting all of its stuff. That's the whole issue, and that's why races are kind of broken. Like it's definitely free to play. It's a free to play event because it can be done free to play.
I think rank 4, like a rank 4 race monster, is the absolute best a free to play can do. I don't think it's possible for a free to play to get 200 laps. Although I'm sure it's been done, but I have no clue. I don't think it's possible.
Definitely not, unless everybody in your team decides to do like a 2,000 gem task or something.
Alright, guys, I have to.
I really don't think it's possible. But getting the monster inherently, like just getting the base monster, that's definitely possible for you.
Yeah, it's possible because I've had free to play players on my team get the race monster, and they do really well in the races for 85 laps. So
yeah,
I would consider them free to play / pay to win. You can honestly make an argument for both, but yeah, they're kind of good for free to play too, because if you try hard enough and you prep long enough and you save enough gems, you can definitely get the monster rank 4 for free.
I see it, Canadian.
Yeah, and it's not too difficult to save gems. It really isn't. It's not too hard to save 200 gems for a race or something.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't get why they had to raise the laps for like newer teams. Why did they have to do it from rank 1, 15 laps, to now 20? You're just making the players spend more gems on epic nodes just to get a rank 1 monster.
It's because they know that the races are their biggest money thing. So whatever, their biggest money grabber, whatever. Yeah. So they know that people will spend to get to like the extra rank, like 20 laps or 25. So that's why they probably did that. But the one thing that I've never understood is why in the world is it 200 laps to get a rank 5? That is ridiculous.
that's a fucking impossible.
From what I've heard is that because once a pay-to-win team got 200 laps and they got on rank 5, so then they just made that the standard, I guess.
Yeah, but that's one fucking team out of thousands that race. Like, that makes no sense.
Yeah, it'd be better business practice to see like the average amount of laps relatively pay-to-win team would get, and then do that accordingly. But like the best team, like the 200, it's dumb.
I think the absolute maximum the rank 5 should be is maybe 150. I would see definitely a lot, like maybe 20 or 30 teams definitely pushing for 150. If it was 125, then I definitely see like a lot of teams pushing for the rank 5. But 200 laps, like you see maybe 2, 3, or even 4 teams push, and that's it.
It also doesn't help how I feel like this all started because of Shade Moon. The Shade Moon race was a total disaster in my opinion. They got a lot of backlash because they changed the skills on the monster. They increased the lap requirements. It was just a total mess.
Shade Moon was fucking garbage even back then. You can't argue with me.
Yeah. And it's just sad to see how a monster with Spirit Hater could have been so good, yet they just made the race too difficult, I would say.
You know what monster with Spirit Hater that I thought was really good? Oh god, I forgot her name. Oh, Lady Slayers. I thought she was really good with the Spirit Hater because she had a niche, and she could like easily kill like the meta legendaries and stuff back then. But nobody ever used her because I have no clue. There's just nobody ever used her.
I
remember when Kane was still huge.
But Lady Solaris was good until Mythics came along, and then she became useless. But she was good, I thought. But Shade Moon was just trash. Like
Shade
his
Moon
trait
Big Poo Poo.
was awful. Like burn and ignite. Like what the fuck? For a race monster?
Didn't they edit?
At
Shade
least
Moon's
he had
skills
dodge area.
to change
Yeah, but it
the
was a
AoE
status
curse to a
caster.
single
Yeah,
curse.
it was a stat.
Oh yeah, I remember he had. Didn't he have like an AoE curse and an AoE like guaranteed stun?
Yes, but then they changed that to AoE damage and then a single curse, I believe.
He
And
was
then,
the monster
and
that
then it just turned
introduced
into a
curse into the
50
game, which is annoying. I think he'd take more advantage of it.
But then we had Cherry though.
I hate what they do with like when they add new effects and stuff. They always make the monster garbage when they add new effects and stuff. Like Metal Beat was completely garbage, and he added vulnerable, but he couldn't take advantage of it because he was just so trash.
Let's take
No, that'll be with a disappointment.
like Teddy VR. He's having 50% damage protection. Same with Rotten, and I believe the first one to start all of this was War Spells. I believe that he was the one to start it.
Damage
Unless there's an
protection.
older monster.
I feel like damage protection was older than war spells, though.
Really?
I don't know if it was on. I'm trying to think.
Hold on.
I can't remember anybody before.
I think he was the first one to introduce it.
I don't even remember him having damage protection.
Oh no, he does.
Yeah, he's
He
got a
does.
team one. I hate that I know war spells' skills.
War spells is
Oh, General Dormith. There we go. Apparently.
yeah, he was the first one to introduce it, but wasn't it called something else?
Dragon Berserker. I
Oh,
thought.
hold on. I'm on the wiki page. It's called. Yeah, no. It's still called Damage Protection on the wiki.
Yeah, they changed it
General
to be more.
Darkmouth was good back then.
He was back in the day.
I feel
And
like he
then-
would have a cool avatar. There's some monsters I feel like they would make really cool avatars out of. But, I don't know, that's besides the point.
Another thing that I would add to Monster Legends 2 is cooler avatars.
Yeah, some of the avatars are very, let's just say, shitty. Like,
Why? Okay, when they first released avatars, why did they make him cost gems? They still cost gems, but why?
you know, I would totally spend gems to buy, like, those cool, like, live duel avatars, like the Helguden one, or the Elvira one, or the Ragnarok one. I would totally waste 140 gems for those avatars. Those are so cool. I love them.
I'll keep my Wormlad one because I like that one.
I like the Lord Moltis one. It's cool.
Social Point's art team is
The
awesome.
Moltis one is cool. I think that's you had that one for a while.
Yeah, I had that one for a while, and then I don't know. I bought the Kane one, and I'm using that one. I like Kane's design.
Yeah, I saw you on the leaderboards. I'm like, what the fuck?
The Kane.
Who is this man? It is not Liam.
I don't know. I'm probably gonna go back to the Lord Moltis one though. The Kane one looks a little bit derpy.
My favorite is Heyman.
Fair enough.
Heyman wearing a Christmas cap. Because the border.
Christmas cap. SK's Christmas cap. Krampus. Oh, that's a funny one.
Yeah, I wish they had more
Talk about her. Okay.
avatars, like the lab duel avatars and stuff like that. I wish they added more avatars like that.
Other than just the
avatars are
still
cool.
images.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or they could. I don't know if they could do that. I think it would take slightly too much, or they could add animated ones.
Like, we have animated ones, but they're just like the character just going up and down with like an expression on their
Oh
face.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's
their
stupid. I
normal
forgot we had animated ones.
character model.
Yeah.
Just doing their
Yeah, but
normal-
like add more animated.
Yeah, they could add like
Those are
cooler
cool.
animated ones than just the character bobbing up and down.
Also,
Give us some Wormlad. Give us a Wormlad.
I feel like the art team for ML's like event backgrounds, like when you're loading to the game, those
Yeah,
are
splash screens.
insane.
Those are
Right?
those are fucking awesome. Like I wish they would make avatars out of those and stuff.
Yes.
Oh my
like,
god, the
imagine,
black feather
like-
one, I would totally use.
Imagine like the
Yeah.
laser beam and Corruptus one, or like
Yes.
that would be so cool as an avatar. And I forgot what else. Like, I don't know. That would just be so. Those would be so epic as an avatar. It's totally spend gems on those.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, honestly,
Rubellus
big
one.
props to the art team
Oh, and
for Monster.
Lamia too. Lamia had a very cool one too.
I
Yeah.
love how they made it so like Cyberell's like race icon. Like when you go into a team and then you do race log, it's
Looks
just
like she has big
Lamia.
boobs.
Oh yeah.
Like they didn't
Lamia.
even bother to make a new icon. It's just.
I wish they
another
made an
fun-
Aruma one.
Dude, an
Yeah.
RML profile picture, that'd be cool. That'd be
But
really
since she was exclusive, I don't see that ever happening.
cool. Unless you have to pay like $300 for it. That'd be
Yeah,
fun.
I'm not paying $300 for that.
Should just ask somebody at
I
Social
don't know,
Point to
man.
make a quick splash screen of both Siberial and RML together.
I'm like them fighting each other. That'd be awesome.
Oh, like they're back to back. Like
And then you have like Elvira like in the middle. That'd be awesome. I think as the a loading screen.
Yeah, why? That's not a
That
thing.
would be.
Why was that never a thing? Why was RML never on a splash screen? What the heck?
Because none of the exclusive ones were on this splash screen.
Well, they should change that.
They should.
God, I would
Yeah.
kill to see a brutalizer splash screen.
Yeah.
oh, it's like him like carrying a grave and the Gravedigger's also in the background.
Like
Oh,
Undertaker.
yeah.
Honestly, we
Oh wait, no, not grave. Yeah, it's Undertaker. I'm sorry.
can bash Monster Legends all we want, but like
Their
they
art team is
never
really
miss
good.
when it comes to art. Like holy, their art team is insane.
We gotta
Yeah,
get
their
the
art team is
out.
very good.
Why did they have to make Mop? Why? His design.
Mop.
Am I one of the
was
only
out
people who
of-
actually like Mop?
No, like he was so out of the place. Why did we move him?
Hey, that was the
I mean,
theming
I don't know.
between him and
No,
the
I
It was
think
race.
it's-
unique
yeah,
back
cool.
then.
It was themed after old, like. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was Dr. Seuss themed, right?
Yeah,
the lore.
yeah.
Very cartoony.
Like he seems out of place, but he is really charming.
Yeah, like he's unique at least.
I never found Mop like trash. I don't know why people trash on him. I always found him pretty decent, but I don't know. He has a good trait, like at rank 5. If you ever get him at rank 5.
He was
Mop is cool.
released during the time
Yeah,
where
right-
a lot
yeah,
of the
I mean,
race monsters
Mop
that were
is
being
cool.
released were just like meh.
Okay,
Most-
Mary Helson, don't even get me started.
Most
We have
like,
3 setup skills so that you could just do 60% AoE damage. Oh my god.
most of the race monsters are, I'm not gonna lie, pretty trash.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
I
kind
mean-
of agree on that.
Lightherium, he was pretty whack. Mop he was a disappointment, but I wouldn't say he was trash.
We're
Um,
talking about legendary race monsters, not
Yeah,
mythics. Responding.
people in general are like, oh.
Anyway,
It's not. It's Legends. It's Legends. It's not Mythic.
Even then, some. What was it, like, before, in a very specific time in the meta, a lot of the legendary race monsters were good. Like, Prince Charmless, take for example. He was an amazing
Prince
race monster.
Charmless, Marquise,
Chris Charmless
Flambe.
lasted a very long time, and so did Marquise. And Sunblast lasted pretty long too until Dodge Area started to come along.
Oh my god. And then we just have Gerlich. Oh.
Oh my god, girl,
Oh,
this is so
God.
fucking awful.
Oh, I can either gain double damage, or is it triple, and then, or I can turn myself into a baby.
Didn't he come out? Didn't he come out before Kronks? Wasn't he the first one to add the baby thing?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
I remember that 'cause not
Kronks
too
took
long
it to a whole new level. Kronks was like, she was fucking awesome. I don't know why people shit on her. She's awesome
She's
paired with
great,
Matter
like,
Fusion.
she's insane. If you run her correctly, you're not gonna get a turn.
Yeah, if you run her with
Oh,
like
yeah.
Matter Fusion
Oh,
and you do the skills right, it's almost a guaranteed win. There's no way you can come back unless you're like Cosmics or Mythics where you have fucking ridiculous speed and you can come back.
Come on.
Yeah, no, Kronks. Well, she may not be the best denier. If she gets going, dude, she gets going.
I got an image. Hold on.
Yeah. And so it was the same thing
What
with
is Baby
I
version
love
and
this.
Megaton. Oh no.
Oh,
I was so scared at the moment when this took place because I thought that that Dune would have taken all the damage, but then I realized, oh, I won't attack Dune. I'll kill the enemy team instead.
it's the same thing with Ruby. Ruby's also really awesome. If you let her get a turn in, she could kind of destroy you, or whatever it is, she can destroy you.
He can either transfer with Sammy or
Yeah, but
whoever
Ruby's-
else really.
Ruby's really slow though. The only bad thing.
Yeah, but a lot of these deniers, they do have their downfalls. But like, if they get going, dude, not a
Yeah.
lot is stopping them.
Like, if you let Grakon go, that's very
That's
ugly if you let him
that
go.
Is really ugly.
Oh yeah.
Really.
And
really
even if
ugly.
you kill him once, he's still gonna get a turn in because of Uriel's, so you're screwed either way.
And if you let his curse and stuff, and you have like no negative effect removal, it's basically game over.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the Grakon is
Curse is
ridiculous.
so OP. Like, that is such a ridiculous dot.
Yeah, and to have it on such a ridiculous mod as well.
I
Jesus.
love how Social Point
Yeah,
were trying to
it's-
make Forsakens ridiculously overpowered, but then they make Greycon, who's an elite.
Yeah, that was funny. Although, to be fair, most of the Forsakens were overpowered.
Centurion, Lamia? Okay. I don't think any other Earth monster is freeze other than Lamia.
No, I think she was the first Earth monster to have freeze. And
Aside
I don't know
from
why people
Hydro
shit on
Tower.
Lamia. Lamia is fucking awesome. Like,
Lamia's
she
scary.
has like one of the best traits in the game at rank 5. Her skills are awesome, and her relic slots are really good for her. I don't know why people call her one of the worst Forsakens. She's like one of the best in my opinion. She's awesome.
I think it's
I
just
played
having
against her
freeze.
before, and she kicked my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
no,
then
no, no. I avoid her a lot. She's
me
scary.
too. She scares me even when I have like 150 mythics. Like, there's still some legendaries that really scare me if they get going, like Corruptus or
Oh, yeah.
Pump Seed or Grakon or like
Yeah.
Lamia. The
Foul.
Lhasa, if they get going, it's really scary.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely.
Zenvira, even though she isn't really a denier, she
Zenfira is
Oh.
not bad though.
She
is
will
much
gain
better
all the
than-
damage she can.
She's definitely better than most legendaries, but in terms of Forsaken level, she is definitely, I'd say, down there with PZ Ronin as one of the worst.
Yeah, she's.
And we have
on the
Laser
lower
Beam.
tier.
I talk about Zenfira.
Laser Beam in a legendary meta, he would have been good, but since he got released like a week before Mythics came out, he got fucking gauged so hard.
Yeah.
And then we just have the final legendary ever, like Akunabuki, and everyone's just.
Akuna,
Oh my god, I have her rank 5. She was such a letdown. Like I regretted her getting rank 5. She was such a letdown. Her relic slots really made me not like her. Like, double sword on a support monster? Like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, she's she's weird. I liked her.
I liked her
on
skill
paper. I never
set.
got to use her.
Oh, yeah, she had a very good.
I never got to
skill
use
set-
her like at her full pot.
Yeah, her skill set was very unique and awesome, but she just came out at such a horrible time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll agree. I agree with that.
She's definitely one of the better elites, though. I'd say she's probably the third best elite, or maybe Kronks. She's tied with Kronks, I think.
Who would be
I
the
don't
best
get why
elite
they
in your
made-
guys' opinions? Grakon or
Grakon.
Wormhole?
Oh.
Grakon definitely, without a doubt, it's Grakon. Like, Grakon is just far better. Like,
I don't know.
Oh, I do
don't know.
Raw was insane for her time, honestly.
For her
Megaton
time,
status
yeah.
caster? Jesus, you just absorb all the AoE damage so you won't get attacked, you won't get stunned, possessed, anything. Your team is safe,
I
but
mean,
you need to run all life.
mostly all the elites were usable except for even Dracor had some use because he could do a lot of damage and he had like stun and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Most of the elites were usable, like Zizania, she had a niche, she had Pierce, and Gord.
First month with Pierce, yeah.
He had a unique skill set in my opinion. And then you had Kronks, which she was insane, but she got slept on so hard. And then
You just
you
have
had
Nitro
Soul
Blaster with the
Hugger?
artifact.
Soul Hugger is
Terrible.
well,
He is
Soul Hugger's
so
whack.
bad.
Soul
Oh.
Hugger is very bad, but he has a good trait, I guess.
Yeah, Res Block is really nice.
Res Block
That'll
and
at least
Abomination.
counter a rank 3 Wormlad.
Nitro Blaster is good. And I think that's it, right? Isn't that all the elites?
We have Ooglok, we have Kane,
So many elites are attackers.
Gorg.
I always found Kane good. You can argue with me all the time, but I always found him good.
He's scary if he gets turn. He's like the deniers, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
he
gets
gets a turn.
going. He does insane fucking damage.
Yeah.
Lead Hater
Especially
is what
for
I
a
find
legendary?
most interesting.
Yeah, LVL he was really scary. I just never let him get a turn in, and that's why I didn't see him so much as a threat. But like, if he did get a turn in, fuck.
I'm gonna get
Like, it's
Kane rank
basically
5 just
game
for
over.
fun.
Oh,
I mean, he does get Uriel, so you can try to get a turn in that way. If you're getting destroyed.
I remember when I really wanted Steen Rustclaw. I thought that he was a fine monster, honestly.
Oh my god, Sting Westclaw's design in my eyes was one of the best.
Did you kill him?
Oh. And then we just have Francine and Frank. Oh.
Didn't he
I
have
remember it was
like loading screen too?
Oh yeah, he had a
Oh,
really cool
who?
loading screen.
Sting Westclaw.
Oh yeah, because he had a progressive. Yeah.
Yeah, he was actually pretty decent for the time he came out.
Yeah.
bro. Just
I mean,
recently I got
anticipation.
sniped by a sting. In PvP, I got sniped by a sting like literally a couple
there
weeks
it
ago.
is.
It was so bad.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, he had a splash
God.
screen with the Baroness.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
And then
I
we just have
remember this
Francine
one
Frank with
time-
100% heal. Oh, you have reverse healing. You're just gonna kill yourself.
I remember this one time this Kane, I let him go and he one-shotted one of my mythics with his Bleed Hater.
Did he have
like, any Yikes.
sort of damage boost or what?
No, he just had his Bleed Hater and he had 2 Strength Ruins and he had a Laser Beam Sword too. That's probably what boosted him a lot.
Oh yeah.
And
Fucking hell.
he just went and he killed my mythic. I was like, wow, this is fucking crazy.
All
Oh,
that for
yeah.
a drop of blood.
I find it interesting how they made Steen Westclaw both.
Well, I
good-
mean, he killed
good
the
legions
mythic with
and
200
legions.
plus HP.
Oh.
So that's pretty
That's
good
pretty
for a
crazy.
legendary, in my opinion.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah, no, Kane is definitely. He's very scary if you get the turn. The issue is getting the turn.
He's gonna use his extra turn skill, and then there's a Hardy on the enemy team.
I'm gonna try and use Kane. Like, I like Kane a lot. I think he's one of my favorite monsters in the game in terms of like design and like attacker wise. He's just one of my favorites. I don't know. I just like him a lot.
Kane's cool.
I'm
I
sorry
got
to
him
cut
from
you
the
guys
little
off here,
magical
but
rock side.
we're at almost an hour and a half. Do we want to stop here? Or...
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Let's
just
go
you can
on for
stop
another
here.
30 minutes.
I think it's a good idea to stop here.
Yeah, I should probably get going anyways.
Yeah, let's just stop here.
Yeah.
Alright.
So
Alright.
thank you guys for watching the podcast. And do you guys have anything else you want to say?
Argumel's the best monster in the game, and that's it.
I'm back.
Listen, I believe that
Listen.
Teddy VR is usable. I don't care what you say. He sets up with Rotten amazingly.
he's usable because he can survive. Like he's like daily.
It's usable.
He has
Not-
a
Oh my
lot
god,
of stuff
Canadian came back in and we're closing.
Oh yeah. Okay. Final statement. Final statement. Eddie VR's role is sustainer. That is it.
Oh, well, it says attacker.
Yes.
No, no.
How can the
I
wiki
edited
be
it
wrong?
to attacker, but like before I did it, it just said sustainer. I posted it here before. Hold on. I can try to find it.
Yeah. Well.
Canadian, you got anything you want to say as we close out?
No.
Okay, it works for me.
Oh wait, no. I'm gonna write more questions. That's what I'm gonna do. Put it in the Google Doc.
Okay, you do that.
We're gonna be on, and I'm gonna still be writing questions.
Wonderful. Thank you for that. We
All
appreciate it.
And my closing statements: Jazzy
I've
is
been
awesome.
appreciated.
Jazzy is life. I love Jazzy. All right.
Yeah.